Good brands have strong foundations. Your foundation will be the starting point for all other strategic work. It's a solid base that also determines your market position, brand personality, your voice, customer base, everything.
So I'm Stephanie.
I'm Jeffrey. Hi.
And we're from the Office's Creative Agency. So in this and the next two videos, we'll be talking about three critical parts of a brand foundation: your business purpose, your mission, and your values.
Our first topic is purpose. A brand's purpose is what gets you out of bed each day. It's what drives and guides you. It's the reason your business exists beyond making money. Your purpose is your why.
Exactly. So it's quite lofty, isn't it? Your brand purpose is going to be quite aspirational. And that aspiration takes many forms. It could be grandiose, like changing the world with your ethical systems, or it could be more down to earth, like providing heartwarming everyday experiences. Either way, it has to have real meaning for everyone in your business. We're going to show you a couple of different examples of brand purpose for some very different brands.
So McDonald's is our first one, and our purpose is to feed and foster communities.
Yeah. And they're very much about building communities with their university, their giving back initiatives, and so on.
Whereas Patagonia, their purpose is we're in business to save our home planet. Plus, they now make food under the Patagonia Provisions line.
And they're both like really striving for that big purpose. And there's a couple of other brand purposes we've rounded up here, too many to read out loud. So just compare the first two. Coke, very innocent and optimistic. They're about making a difference, spreading joy, optimism, and happiness. Whereas Pepsi wants to be a global leader in convenient foods and beverages, winning with purpose. It's very determined. So have a go at defining your brand purpose now. And remember, this is more than just wanting to be the best. It's got to go quite deep. You might want to start by picking one of the following questions and brainstorming your responses, and then condensing it so it's really nice and tight. You might ask, why did you start this business? Or what are you fighting against every day? What aspects of your industry are you trying to change? Or even, what does the future look like when more people use this type of product? You can also use the 5 whys method. This is actually more than 100 years old. It was developed by the Japanese manufacturer Sakichi Toyota. And here you just keep asking why. You make a statement and keep asking why. So I might say, I want to make clean food that's even better than it was in the past.
Why do you want to make clean food?
And I might say, because too much modern food is stuffed full of awful additives.
Why is that bad?
Because the taste is joyless and it's bad for you.
And why do you improve on the past?
Because not everything in the past was good either. For much of the 20th century, food was overprocessed and it had too much sugar, salt, and additives.
So why is it so hard to make clean food?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the answer is you need access to the best fresh produce. You have to be true to that produce and then preserve it to last in a demanding food supply chain.
Now remember, brand purpose is not going to sound like any of the following statements.
Okay, so you won't say something like, our purpose is to grow 50% year on year to become a $50 million company by 2030 and the #1 in our category. It's just got too much emphasis on metrics.
And you don't want anything too basic, like to make the best products possible.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
Finally, it shouldn't be full of corporate waffle. You don't want to say something like, to synthesize exceptional ingredients for the optimal refreshment of our customers, stakeholders, and community. That's just too wanky.
So that's our super quick introduction to defining your brand purpose. Keep in mind that although we've squeezed this into a super short video, in reality, you're going to need to set aside a good chunk of time to get through everything. With that said, make sure you also watch the next videos in this series on defining your brand mission and values. See ya.